Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video. My name is Eric, and I'm going to give you my take on what is one of the hottest phones out on the market right now, the Galaxy S6 Edge. So here I have the 64 gig Gold Edition running on T-Mobile's network, and so far my experience has been pretty good. Looking at the back, you'll notice that it changes color when light hits it a certain way, and that's pretty cool. At the front, of course, you have your fingerprint sensor, which is a lot better than how it was on the S5 and Note 4. When you look at text or pictures, it kind of rolls off the screen and it gives you a certain effect, so it's pretty nice in my opinion. For the most part, this thing is as fluid as people say. I don't see any lags on my part, and it moves in and out of apps and screens pretty well. One concern that I had initially, and that a lot of people are talking about in various forums, is the battery life. When I first got this thing out of the box, the cell standby was up to 30%, and this thing was draining like crazy. After doing a factory reset, however, everything seems to have leveled off, and the cell standby doesn't even go above 2%. Right off the bat, I've noticed quite a few changes in some of the system apps. Perhaps one of my favorite changes is in regards to the calendar. At first, I thought they took out the agenda mode, which I happen to like, but it's still there. All you have to do is scroll up from the bottom, and it goes from the full calendar view up to agenda view, and if you go up even further, it'll go to the weekly view with your schedule there. Another thing that has some changes that I like is the clock. You have the world clock, the stopwatch, and alarm, and they have it in like sort of a tile layout. It looks pretty good to me. A lot of videos out there don't talk about the S Health, but I think it's worth mentioning. The app has been redesigned and I think it looks real nice. You can still check your pulse, your O2 saturation, and your stress level. However, now you can also check your water intake, your caffeine intake, your glucose level, and your blood pressure. Although the phone comes with curved edges, it doesn't provide very much. Perhaps the biggest thing it does provide is the People's Edge, which I happen to use. I only wish that developers would come up with some software to make it at least a little bit more worth the money we spend. As I mentioned earlier, my overall experience with the phone has been pretty good. So what do I think about the phone? Well, I think it's a pretty amazing phone. Matter of fact, I switched from the Note 4 to the S6 Edge and started using it as my daily driver. If you're thinking about getting this phone, I would recommend that you first go to someplace like Best Buy and check out the floor models. That way you could check out how it actually looks and feels in your hand, and you could mess with the screens and see how fast it goes and see if it's something that's right for you. Until next time, this is my take on the Galaxy S6 Edge.